because I'm so impatient. I just don't want to wait for these things to cool. Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's video. While I was in Steamboat on my ski trip adventure, we had bought a huge bag of Sour Patch Kids. And I don't know if y'all know this, but there's a recipe on the back of that bag. Much like cereal boxes or Hamburger Helper or whatever, they give you something that you could possibly make with the candy. And it's cookies. That was what was on the back of the bag. I looked at the recipe briefly, it was very briefly, and was like, you know what? I like Sour Patch Kids and I really like cookies. So I'm gonna try these, but I really don't think that they should go together. I feel like there's a difference between the sour and then there's the difference between like the sweet of a cookie. I feel like it's like chocolate and bacon. They shouldn't go together, but they kind of do. Most people like it. I've never tried it, I don't know. But then I started exploring this whole new world of weird recipes. There's all sorts of strange things out there that you would never think of and you would never want to make. And so I decided I'm gonna try to make some. So I think I'm going to just have this slew of YouTube videos of weird recipes that I find online. I've already found some that are like Mountain Dew cheesecake and meatloaf jello. I don't know, I think those are gonna be nasty, but they've piqued my curiosity. So I'm gonna try them, why not? You only live once, so we're gonna do it. And I'm gonna let you know if it's good or not. I thought I would start off small though with the Sour Patch Kids. So I went to the grocery store like an hour ago and I looked at the big bag. I was not about to buy the whole big bag because that's just ridiculous. Dana and I don't need that much candy in our lives. We already have a huge tub of candy, but that's a discussion for a different day. We're candy holics, it's fine. But I looked at the big bag to get the recipe. And on the recipe, it literally isn't even a recipe. Let's just be clear on that. It literally just says to get a bag of Sour Patch Kids and then sugar cookie mix, and then mix the two together. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna see, we're gonna find out. I'm really disappointed that it's not more intense, but it's fine. If they wanna be lazy with their recipe, then I will be lazy with my baking, and that's okay. But on a side note, I found these bad boys while I was at the store. Who knew that they had strawberry ones now? I always loved the watermelon, but strawberry, awesome. We might just have to try those later. Anyways, so let's just jump right in to making this. I think it's gonna be quite simple. I need to turn on the oven to 375. I was gonna do that before I started recording, but I'm gonna do that now. Now the oven is heating. So what I'm going to do is I am going to read the instructions because that's the important part. I took a photo of the instructions on the back of the thing and it says step 1 is to heat the oven at 375, which I've done. Prepare the cookie dough as directed on the package. It's not even its own package. I have to look at this package. So for drop cookies, what are drop cookies? And then there's cutout cookies. I'm assuming the cutout cookies are where you use the cookie cutter. Are drop cookies, you just drop them? Or are they just normal cookies? That's strange. Anyways, got my bowl, got my cookie mix. Need something to open this. Actually, I can do this without scissors. Can't do it without scissors. No. Scissors. They make things so much easier. Cookie mix in. still need this bag. So then I need to put 1 stick of butter that is softened but not melted. I just got this out of the fridge. It doesn't feel cold anymore. Maybe it's a little squishy. I think that's softened. And then 1 egg. Then I have to stir it all together. Oh no. I got a shell in my egg. It's a big shell though, so that was easy to get out. I'm a little worried that this isn't softened enough. Generally, I do put melted butter into my cookies, but I figure I'll follow the instructions. Butter. I'm going to stir this dough. I'm gonna take off my rings, just in case. I know most people are probably questioning, why am I not using a KitchenAid for this? This is what people made KitchenAids for. So that way you could make cookies and batter and all sorts of other things. But you know what? I just didn't want to get mine out. I have one. I just don't want to use it. Too much work, too much hassle, too big, makes a lot of noise, don't want to use it. So we're just gonna use this. Eventually I'm gonna get this. All right, I'm going hands in. It's taking too long. I think if I use my hands, it will be quicker. How long does this take? My oven is almost heated. Maybe it was better just to get the KitchenAid out. I don't know. I thought this would be less hassle. Seems like it's not. If you've ever made these type of cookies before, can you please let me know down in the comments? I am really interested to find out if they're good or not. Also, please let me know if you used an actual KitchenAid or a mixer or something, because I'm not. And I think they're gonna turn out better because, you know, food is all about the love that you give it beforehand. And I'm giving this a lot of love. All right, I think that's about good. What do you think? Looks like cookie dough? Looks like cookie dough to me. Maybe cookie dough is always a bit like, oh, there's a big piece of butter. I gotta mix this a little more. Maybe the butter hasn't really been mixed in thoroughly enough. Oven's ready. I think that's good. Now I need to wash my hands again. So now I'm supposed to put these guys into my dough, not batter, dough, and like mix them up together, I guess, like you would chocolate chips. Let's open this bad boy. I got this one all by myself. Don't need you no stinking scissors. Well, I got the big version of the Sour Patch Kids. I didn't mean to, but it does say big kids on the bag. I think I would have noticed that. I might just like cut these in half or just rip them apart. I think that works. What's your favorite Sour Patch Kid flavor? I'm a blue or an orange kind of girl. I also really like orange Starburst. You can say all you want about the pink Starburst being the best. I like the orange Starburst. That's what makes me a great friend. How many was I supposed to put in here? Did I even read that part? Probably not. It says 1.5 cups. You're too far gone. I'm not measuring this. I'm just gonna go with a feeling. My gut feeling of how many I feel is enough. Oh look, this guy's already cut in half for me. Perfect. I think this will be good because they're larger. And you don't wanna, I mean, I don't know, I've never had them before, but I feel like you don't wanna overtake the sugar cookie, you know? I wonder if these are just gonna come out sour, like sour cookies. That just sounds weird. All right, I think that's a good amount. That feels good, feels right. So we're gonna mix it in. Get my hands dirty once more. You know, whenever you go to get ice cream and you add in different candies and they roll it into your ice cream, that's like what I'm doing with the Sour Patch Kids. Just rolling them in, making them one with the dough. You thought you were only a Sour Patch Kid, but now you're a Sour Patch Kid cookie. Took you up one level. How does it feel? It's like getting a college degree. Oh, it's not. They're not going to school. They're gonna get eaten. All right, beautiful. Now I have to put them on the pan. All right, since it says drop cookies, we're gonna, it didn't go where I wanted it to go. Right there, that's good. Do you think the Sour Patch Kids are gonna melt? I just can't imagine this actually being really tasty and good. Cookies can't be that bad. Done. Okay, look at this masterpiece. It's great, man. They're gonna be some big cookies. So now it says I have to put them in the oven for 6 to 8 minutes. So I'm gonna do that. We're gonna see how they look. Hopefully they're good. I would probably clean during this time, but I don't know about y'all. I really like playing games to see if I can know which flavor I'm eating without looking. So I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna try it 3 times. I'm not gonna know until I'm actually editing this video whether I'm right or wrong, but we're just gonna try it. I got 6 minutes to kill. We're gonna see. So my eyes are closed, can't see anything, don't know what's going on. Okay, so this is the one that I am going to put in my mouth. That one tasted like Swedish fish. I'm gonna say that one was a red. I think it was a red. Do they have red? Yeah, they have red. I think that one was a red. Next one. I'm gonna close my eyes. This is the one I'm going to eat. I was originally thinking that last one was gonna be blue. I think that one's a red also. They tasted very similar. I wonder if like the sour powder is distorting my taste buds to where I can't taste much well, if that made any sense. That one also tasted like a Swedish fish. Maybe they just like didn't use the same recipe as they normally do, and they just used the Swedish fish recipe. What if Swedish Fish owns Sour Patch Kids and it's the same? This is something we must investigate. Who owns Swedish Fish? It's owned by Cadbury Adams. This one says Bondelez International, but I'm convinced that like there's this overpowering company that just owns everything else. So let's look at, Sour Patch Kids are a brand of soft candy with in the late 70s, Cadbury. Its owner is Mondelez International. But in the late 70s, Cadbury was producing them. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe since they like overlap, that's why the flavors kind of taste the same. I've never noticed this before. I'm glad we investigated that. On to the last one. This is the color. Inspect it good. This one's different. This one's either green or yellow. I'm gonna go green, but I think I'm actually completely wrong on that. So we've got 1 minute-ish left. I think we do lightning round of eating Sour Patch candies. Actually, I think we eat these. I love Sour Patch watermelons. So I'm wondering if the Sour Patch strawberries are gonna be just as good. Have y'all ever seen these before? They don't even say like new on the bag. I feel like these are new. Cookies are ready. Oh. Anyways, since they're gonna take a little bit longer, I'm gonna try these. I'm gonna review them. We're gonna see. Wow, those are very different from the watermelon ones. Are they better? I don't know. Good thing I have some watermelons to try, to see. And watermelon gets my vote. Watermelon is my favorite Sour Patch out of any of these. It's just so good. I could eat these all day, every day, except my tongue would just be totally messed up because of all the sour powder, but it's fine. I guess I should clean up now since I'm waiting for the cookies to be done. I could play some more of the candy game, but I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of over all the candy. I really just want to have one of the cookies now. I'm tired of waiting. I'm an extremely impatient person, so I'll just clean. I think they might be ready now. They're getting golden brown on the edges. Let's get them out. I need other mix. Don't want to burn my hands. I wouldn't call these the most attractive cookies, but they're cookies, I guess. So they have to sit here for a minute. And then I can put them on a baking sheet. No, this is a baking sheet. Put them on like a cookie cooling rack. Let me get that out. And then I can try them. It doesn't say how long they have to cool for. I don't care. Warm cookies are good cookies. I'd say it's been a minute, right? We're just gonna go for it. Oh no. They're a little gooey. Come on. Come on. Get it. Oh, I think these are not cooked. We're just gonna go for it. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. The sugar cookie can't handle my spatula. Look how sad this is. Oh no. Yeah, it's definitely not cooked all the way. We're just gonna let them sit for a little bit longer. It's a sugar cookie. At least the edges are. It's a good sugar cookie. Go you, Betty Crocker. You know what you're doing. I found a gummy. All right, because I'm so impatient, I just don't want to wait for these things to cool. Shouldn't have eaten it while it was that hot, but I couldn't even taste the Sour Patch Kid. Maybe it's because it was just too hot for me to process. I'm like a little disappointed by this. You know what I need? Some milk. You always need milk with cookies. That's what I need. Maybe that's the missing element. I need to have the milk in order to understand the full thing of the cookie. Let's try that. I'm getting some residual Sour Patch vibe going on. Maybe it's just like a hit you late kind of thing. I'm gonna get a bite of Sour Patch Kids. Here's the kid. Here's another kid too if we're feeling risky. We're gonna just do a big bite. Let's just see. We're gonna blow on it. Okay, I mean, yeah, there's like a little bit of the Sour Patch Kid in there, but like, it's mainly a sugar cookie. Like, I really feel like they just put a recipe on the back of the bag because like, that's the trend for food. And it's, oh, just put a recipe for brown rice on the back that you can go get chicken and broccoli and whatever. Like, instead they're like, oh, just go get cookie mix and then just throw in some Sour Patch Kids. I'm not saying it's bad, it's not great, it's just, it's whatever. And they were lazy. They should have come up with something really fun and interesting to do. Sour Patch Kids are just great. And then you're gonna put them in a cookie, which takes away from their actual like sour part. And then you're gonna call it Sour Patch Kids cookies, but they're not even sour, they're just super sweet. And then they have like the tropical or whatever flavor that you get of the kid. And I'm really disappointed at Sour Patch Kids or Cadbury or whoever, Meldazog, whatever, who it is that owns them now. Because they really could have gotten more creative with this and they didn't. And I'm really bummed that this isn't weirder than I was expecting. It's actually pretty normal, extremely normal, which is depressing. I'll give it that it has a weird texture. It's a strange texture. It's got the cookie texture and this weird gummy in the middle of it. Just a little weird, but other than that, it tastes fine. All right, rant over, it's fine. Everything's fine. Shouldn't be mad about the cookies, all's good. So that was fun. We learned a lot. We learned that you should just eat Sour Patch Kids or sugar cookies. Don't mix them together just because it's a disappointment. Let me know down in the comments if you've tried these before and if you have liked them. They weren't my favorite, obviously, but they could be your favorite and that's fine. Also, if you know of any weird random food that you think would just be nasty and you want me to try it, comment it down below with the link to the recipe. I'll follow the instructions and I'll give it a try. So it was great learning with you all. I hope you'll have a great day and I hope you'll subscribe down below. Yes. See y'all next time. Bye.